If you stepped onto a doctor's scale today, there is a 1 in 3 chance the reading it gives you is medically misleading. Recent clinical studies show standard medical scales misclassify over 1/3 of all adults. This diagram shows the body mass index, or BMI, a formula created by a Belgian mathematician in 1832. It evaluates health using a strict mathematical ratio, dividing your weight by your height squared. But this equation has a distinct mathematical blind spot. Muscle tissue is significantly denser than fat, meaning it weighs more by volume. Because of this density difference, an athlete or a combat-ready soldier can step on a scale and receive a diagnosis of overweight or even obese simply because they carry heavy muscle mass. Relying on a height-to-weight ratio obscures actual physical readiness. It leaves medical professionals guessing about a patient's true body composition. This misclassification works in the other direction too. It masks a condition clinical researchers call normal weight obesity. Individuals with this profile step on a scale and register a mathematically perfect BMI, yet they carry dangerously high percentages of hidden body fat. A healthy number on the readout provides a false sense of security, masking underlying clinical realities like insulin resistance, high blood pressure, and metabolic abnormalities. A normal weight categorization creates a deceptive outlook. It allows the early stages of chronic metabolic disease to develop entirely undetected by traditional screening. To accurately assess physical health, clinicians use dual-energy X-ray absorptiometry, or DEXA scans. A DEXA scan isolates 4 distinct layers: bone, muscle, subcutaneous, and crucially, visceral fat. Subcutaneous fat sits harmlessly under the skin. Visceral fat, packed tightly around the internal organs, acts as a metabolically active organ, triggering systemic inflammation, insulin resistance, and cardiovascular disease. Total weight affects physical strain on the joints, but the primary driver of metabolic mortality is the specific geographical location of fat inside the abdomen. Because traditional scales fail to detect this deep abdominal threat, major medical and government institutions are officially dropping BMI. UCLA Health is currently transitioning to the Body Roundness Index, a diagnostic scale focused on a patient's abdominal circumference rather than their overall weight. The military has reached the same conclusion. To restore warrior ethos and lethality, the Department of War decisively scrapped its old height and weight tables. According to an internal memorandum, the military's mandated refacement metric is the waist-to-height ratio, or WHTR. Military physical readiness is now officially linked to abdominal shape rather than total body weight. You don't need access to an expensive clinical DEXA machine to determine your own metabolic risk. You can replicate the exact military waist-to-height ratio protocol at home using a simple tape measure. This diagram shows the official military procedure. Step 1. Measure your height precisely from the bottom of the soles of the feet to the apex of the skull. Step 2 is measuring your waist circumference. You have to ensure the tape is exactly parallel to the floor. The tape must sit at a specific anatomical midpoint. Find the space exactly between your last palpable rib and the top of your iliac crest, which usually lands just above the belly button. Step 3. Divide your precise waist measurement by your height measurement. To pass this evaluation, the military requires all service members to maintain a ratio of less than 0.55. By moving past broad height-to-weight ratios, you replace a limited estimate with a direct assessment. Today, you can finally take complete control of your metabolic health by closely monitoring your body's actual shape and composition.